Okay, guys, we're back. Now we're going over Scoia'Tael. So, Scoia'Tael, they have ambush cards that will now have counters, which Sipper and Wiley can do now. And I think there's a couple others which they can lock, so you're not going to be able to just use ambush cards like crazy like you did before, and they're not going to get punished. You can get punished now with running just straight ambush cards. You can make a deck around mulligan and movement strategy. Note further info. From what I understand, the mulligan is going to be kind of synergized with Francesca, and Bruver is going to have the movement strategy, which is going to be the dwarves. They showed these ones on stream, but yeah, Nature's Gift special, play a special card from your deck, shuffle the others back in. So the way I read this is you use it like Bruver. You can look at your specials, because it says you shuffle the others back. So the way I read that is you can play those. You pick from your special cards and pick one, and then they shuffle the others back. So that's how I read it. I don't know. Dennis Kramer, 7 agile, resistance, start of a tune, boost adjacent units by 1. So he gives green strength, and he's resistant, which is weather. I'm pretty sure that's what this is. The keyword, yeah, resistant for weather immune. So he's immune to weather. That's what I thought. Saskia, the card art is back to the old one, which is her human form. And in this one, she's 7 gold, orders summon this unit. So when you play your leader ability, Saskia comes out like Roach. She just is like, here I am. I'm ready to do it. Let's go. She's gold. It's a thin option, but it's, I don't know. We'll have to. This one, I guess I'm just so used to seeing Scoia'Tael with these just monster gold cards, and looking at it just doesn't seem very impressive. So I think there's going to be better options. I don't know. The premium on this is incredible, though. They're all incredible. What am I talking about? Morin, 5, disloyal. She's a disloyal ambush. Spring when a unit appears on your opponent's side, damage it by 5. Wow. I noticed too that a lot of the damages on these things, they're up there, man. You're getting hit pretty good. Like, I thought the traps were bad with 3 damage. Some of these things, man, they're cracking you pretty good. So this one with, I still don't think it's good enough. I mean, it makes your opponent play a different way, but I guess it depends on how many disloyal ambush cards there are. If there's only one, then you automatically know this is Morin. Then you could kind of play around this. Granted, it gets hit per 5, but you know, this one I don't know either. Elven Mercenary is now disloyal. If this unit is spying, move it to your side after you play an ambush unit. Now, if you play Morin and you have all 3 of these, you bring all 3 over. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. That's how I'm reading it. So if you play Elven Mercenary, Elven Mercenary, Elven Mercenary, and then you play Morin, you're bringing all these back. You're giving your opponent 5, but he's losing 5, so it's a wash. Like I said, all this stuff's changed, so until you see it in action, it's all gonna be hit or miss. Something that looks retarded on paper might actually be broken. The Elven Mercenaries are still awesome. I mean, you draw 2 bronze cards and play 1 and shuffle the other one back into your deck. So now they're like the emissaries, but yeah, they're basically emissaries with spells. I mean, that's awesome. You gave your opponent 2 strength, big deal, and then you might be able to bring it back. You know. Dol Blathana, question mark. When you play a special, boost self by 1 from wherever. So it could be in the deck, anywhere. Whenever you play a special card, this thing is getting buffed. They showed some other card. Maybe it was these ones. These guys seemed really good if they're the ones they showed on the stream with the like shield and stuff. If you could boost these guys over and over again through special cards, no matter where they are, like spotters, these things are going to be awesome. Alethne, 2 strength, disloyal gold. Deploy, play a bronze special from your deck, and then spawn a copy of it. This card's going to be sweet. It's going to be awesome in dwarves if they're able to stick on the board. You can use Thunderbolt Potion twice. Or if you're playing against monsters and they got 20 Arachas, you could lacerate them twice for like 60 strength. Maybe not that much, but still. This card's going to be sweet. I like it. Agalus, 10 gold, deploy. You may resurrect a special card from your opponent's graveyard. If you are able to do that, then weaken it by 4. So now you can use Agalus to... I don't believe they've given out if Scorch is doomed. If it's not, then Agalus can still Scorch you, and now she just does it more ignorantly with your own Scorch. She's still going to be pretty good. You know, I guess it depends on whether or not your opponent runs a decent amount of specials. They might not run any specials, then it's a dead card. I mean, it's 10 strength gold, but everybody runs some sort of special, especially with the new patch and new spells and stuff. Everybody's going to be experimenting, so this one's going to be good too. But that's it for Scoia'Tael. We'll do Nilfgaard too. This is a pretty quick video. Nilfgaard, like I said before, is probably who I'm going to start out with right off the bat. Morvran, 6 leader, reveal up to 3 cards from either player's hand. So now Morvran is Emir, and Emir is a badass. This dude is going to be a hammer, and when this is released, he is going to just create havoc. And I love when CCGs do this, where there's a card or a leader or whatever, and they suck. No one wants to play them. They're a meme. You can't win with them, and then they just give them all the tools to just beat the tar out of everybody for ripping on them all this time. And that's what Amir's going to be, man. He is going to light up the ladder like a Christmas tree. I think so. His ability, he's 3 strength. Return an ally to your hand, then play a card from your hand. So he is like decoy, but better. And I'm telling you, man, he is going to be the one. He is. I'm not going to use the word cancer in this thing, but he is going to be very strong, and he's going to put the hammer down. I'm telling you, this is who I'm playing when it comes time to reset and open up packs and build. I'm building with the mirror because this is going to be crazy. Along with these guys down here, we'll get into that. John Calvé, we don't know his strength yet. You look at the top 3 cards from your hand and play one. So now he does Morvran's ability. So they switched these two, and they gave Amir a new ability. But I think I said that right. But yeah, basically he looks at the top 3 cards in your hand and you play one, just like Morvran does currently. But yeah, I'm going to butcher this name, so I'm just going to call him Peter. He's 6 strength, deploy, reset a unit. If it is an ally, strengthen it by 4. If it is an enemy, weaken it by 4. Now, so basically he is a Siprin Wily. But he's faction. He's just Nilfgaard. So he's going to have a place because he's actually better than Siprin Wily because he's knocking it down by 4. So he's going to be able to take out a lot of things. But he's going to be a good card as well. I think Nilfgaard got all the tools to dominate, and it's going to show. Imperial Enforcer 4, deploy, look at the top unit in your deck and boost self by its power. If it was gold, promote self. Okay, so reading this, look at the top unit in your deck and boost self by its power. So if you looked at if you got a knight, a Nilfgaardian knight, this thing would be 15 strength. Or if you pulled a gold card, it's going to turn gold itself. You don't play the card, you just look at it. So now you're also getting information on what your top card is without playing Stefan Skellen. And gold, if promote means gold, then these are going to be pretty good because they're untouchable. You can't touch these. It's kind of like hit or miss, I guess. If you do pull a gold card and it's big, I mean this thing can be like 16 strength and gold, and you know your top card. I don't know. I'll give him a try. I know that. I mean, if Hansalt Gold is dead, maybe Nilfgaard Gold is here to kick some ass. This card is going to be the one, though. This right here, the Darlin Foot Soldier, 4 strength. When this unit is revealed, play it and draw a card. So there's going to be cards that you can see, like Alchemist, 7 strength, now targets the card you reveal. So you play Alchemist, you reveal the Foot Soldier, it plays the Foot Soldier, and then you get another card. You just got 11 strength, 2 cards out of your deck, and you drew a card. Spotters are the same. They lowered their strength, but they're exactly the same. So these things are going to get big, like before. But now they're going to have better abilities behind them. Sirit, 5 strength, armor of 3. Deploy. Set the power of revealed unit your opponent's hand to 1. Set the power of the revealed unit. Deploy. Set the power of revealed unit your opponent's hand to 1. Now it doesn't specify golds. So as long as there's a revealed unit in their hand, you could set it to 1. That's bananas. They might have, something huge, and you're turning it to 1 strength. It doesn't say gold. If it's gold, this card's going to be sweet. If it's bronze, it's still going to be pretty decent. Cynthia. 5 strength, deploy. Reveal the highest unit in opponent's hand. Boost self by revealed card's power. So you play Cynthia. They reveal a Geralt, 10 strength. So this is 15 strength. Then you play Sear it and bring it down to 1. There's some combos going on here. Treason. Play the bottom card from your opponent's deck. So you could play Zarthisius, which is 10 gold. Look at the bottom. Look at the top 3 from your opponent's deck and put 1 on the bottom. So you could play Zarthisius, put K here on the bottom of their deck, and then use Treason and play. This is getting crazy, man. There's just so many combos. It seems like all of them are like the Letho combo with D-Bomb and everything else, which they haven't, I believe, haven't given Letho any info on him yet. But Treason seems a little bit too hit or miss. If you play him with Zarthisius, it might work out. I would have to pick your combo here. I wouldn't go with too many of these combos. It just seems too crazy to. You're not going to have enough synergy to make this happen. Now, Leo Bonhart. This card is in my top 5. Emir is number 1 because leaders are abilities, but this dude is going to be sweet right here. 6 gold agile. Deploy. Reveal a unit from your hand, including gold, and damage an enemy by revealed unit's power. That's awesome. It doesn't say... From what I understand, all golds are still untouchable, but still, if you could take 16 strength off like Brienne does for Nilfgaard or Scoia'Tael, and this thing's gold, I don't know. I think this card's awesome. I mean, being able to hit something for possibly, what you pick the damage. It's in your hand. Granted, you're showing your opponent you have a, X amount of strength card, but if you could take out a big threat, I mean, this thing's going to be awesome. The Guardian. Everybody's freaking out about this card. He's 10 strength, Death Wish. When destroyed, spawn 2 lesser Guardians at the top of your opponent's deck. 5 power, no abilities. So you play this round 1. Round 2, they're drawing 2 5 strength cards with no abilities. That's a kick in the balls right there. If you do that to each other, that's going to be hilarious. If it's a mirror, but this card's going to get played, and it's going to feel bad when someone does it to you, because your deck is just going to look. You're going to be like, I got all these good cards, and I got these 2 5 powered little lesser Guardians, little rock guys. It's going to feel bad, but it's going to get played because I think it's good. It's going to mess up your opponent's draws. I mean, granted, they get the mulligan 1 away, but still, you're giving them 1 5 strength, and for sure they got to mulligan something away. Okay, here 5 gold agile. Deploy if Nilfgaard. Trigger your leader's deploy ability. So K here plays your leader, basically. I don't know. you already have to have a board if you're playing Emir. If you're playing Morgrand, I guess it's not too bad. John Calvé would be good. So John Calvé is basically syncing up then with Cahir again. He seems alright. I mean, I would play him. We'll see. I would play him. I'd probably be putting Cahir, Leo. Some of these don't tell you if they're gold or not. Cahir for sure is gold though. But Swears, 7 strength deploy. Choose a bronze enemy or a revealed opposing bronze unit and move all copies from it into your opponent's deck to their graveyard. So he's pretty much stays the same. But if you have a revealed card in your hand, he can target that too. That's pretty cool. I guess we gotta wait to see what cards are gonna be able to be copied and stuff like that. He's probably gonna be really good again. If Monsters has their shenanigans still intact, he's probably still gonna be pretty good. Vadier, 8 strength, unchanged, so he's just gonna reveal 2 cards from both sides. I believe that's what he does. Mangonels stayed the same, looks like. Tibor, 10 agile, deploy, clash. So that means your opponent hasn't passed yet. Boost self by 15, then your opponent draws a revealed bronze card. So he's gotten stronger. He's going to be in that mill deck. We haven't seen all the pieces for it, but I don't think I'm going to go for the mill shenanigans. I want to use Emir. But I think Nilfgaard looks really strong. I think they're going to just... I'm excited for him. But that's Scoia'Tael, Nilfgaard. Scoia'Tael's going to tear it up too. Don't think they got, nerfed into the ground. They're still going to wreak havoc too, but I think Nilfgaard's going to be better. So that's what I'm going to try first. But let's do the other ones here. I will see you guys here in a few minutes.